let's take a closer look at the graphic scale bar. So this is my lesson 2.2, and I'm just going to come over here in the file and then right click on that viewport and go into edit annotation mode, and that way I can click and modify this graphic scale bar if I'd like. And I just want to talk a little bit about the language of the graphic scale bar. So over here in the object info palette, you see that there's something called the minor length and the number of minor divisions. The minor section is over here. That's the left side of the scale, and those increments tend to be smaller in size. And so what we're looking for here is that the increment should be in 1 foot increments usually. And the number of divisions, you want your math to be clean once you add the major divisions over here on the right. And so you want it to go from 5 feet to 10 feet to 15 feet. And so that's why we set 5 of these minor divisions at 1 foot increments. So this next section over here where the increments increase, these are the major divisions, and those get set over here in the object info palette. And so as I was just explaining, we want the math to be clean, and that's why we do it in 5 foot increments. And having too many numbers of major divisions on your graphic scale can just make your graphic scale absurdly large. So let's go ahead and make that 5. That's a lot more information than you actually need in the file. It makes it look kind of sloppy. So I'm going to go back to 2. And then just to kind of demonstrate the point, let's say that I only do 4 minor divisions over here. You can see that I go from 4 feet to 9 feet to 14 feet, and the math is not as clean. And so that's why we want this number of minor divisions to be set to 5 instead. This is not the only way that you can set up a graphic scale bar. In fact, if you're working on a larger property, you might do it something like this. You might use, for your minor length, you might use 5 feet instead, and then go ahead and do 2 minor divisions. And then for your major lengths, go ahead and do 10 feet. And then I would probably still only include 2, or let's make it an odd number, just so it'll look better. We might do 3 numbers of major divisions. So that would be a scale bar for a large property. So just want to demonstrate that there are different combinations of lengths as well as numbers that you can use.